The government have just announced a major backflip on HECS repayments in response to the massive 7.1% indexation jump last year. This is a new budget measure that's been released early ahead of the May federal budget coming up this month, and no doubt it's there to win some brownie points for the government. So basically, the government have acknowledged that because HECS debts went up by 7.1% in response to the massive inflation last year, but at the same time, wages only went up by around 3%. What they're doing is, instead of the 7% indexation that has already been applied to everyone's student debts, they're going to reduce that indexation amount to 3% and then backdate it and essentially reduce everyone's debt back down. The effect is that for the average HECS debt holder, HECS debt will reduce by $1,200. So it's a move that's no doubt going to be welcome, and it's going to also allow people to pay down their HECS debts a lot sooner. The indexation rate for this year is also being dropped from 4.7% to 4%, and moving forward, it's going to be indexed by the lower of the inflation rate and the rate of wage growth. So whichever measure is lower, that is the rate that HECS debts are going to increase by. Now, this was a recommendation that was made a few years back as part of a big review into the HECS system, but the government have just come to the table. As I mentioned, no doubt they're looking to score some brownie points. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't give anyone any more money back in their bank account. It simply reduces the amount that people owe, means that their HECS debts are going to be paid back sooner. But it does make the government look good and look like they're combating cost of living, but no one's actually getting any extra money.